Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this stupendous Sunday. You're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. It must be because you're looking forward to the live tomorrow night over on A Convict's Thoughts with A.R. Hayes. I will be over there at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, head over and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss it. And we have a busy week coming up. I'll be doing lives Monday through Thursday here every morning. I've said about this, haven't I, already? So I'll just get on with it. As this morning, we're talking about... Is it morning? It could be afternoon. Depends, because this is video 2 of 2. Did you catch video 1? If not, go check it out. But we're talking about the ripple effect. What do I mean by the ripple effect? That is when something happens and it goes out and out and out and out and out, and everybody is kind of affected by things that happen. And we're talking about the Nicola Bulley case. Now, the Nicola Bulley case has stuck with many people because it just didn't sit right for many people, especially after revelations were revealed by Peter Falding, and that is that in his search for Nicola Bulley, he did in fact find her, and it would appear that, or he's trying to say that there's a potential that police ignored the fact that he'd found her. Maybe it was to save face. That's kind of what some people are kind of saying. You know, the police have been searching for some time and didn't find a thing. Then he comes in and finds her within 30 minutes. Kind of reminiscent to the Kylie Rodney case with the 19,000 hours of searches being ran by Sammy Smith. Well, not Sammy Smith. You know, she was controlling a lot of things, but... 19,000 man-hours, and then Doug Bishop and co came in and found Kylie within, again, about the 30-minute mark. So it seems to be police divers and these specialised divers, very, very different kind of way of dealing with things and very, very skilled at what they do. And so... what am I talking about with regards to the ripple effect? Well, obviously, this caused some issues. This Peter Falding issue has been one that has been ongoing. It would appear that law enforcement had severed the connections with Peter Falding, and some would say they kind of threw him under the bus. And, you know, I'm not going to get into too many details because I don't know them. I just know what we all have access to, and that is that Nicola Bulley ended up in water. She drowned, and... then it took ages to find her. If the camera wobbles, by the way, that is because the dog is trying to pull it off the table. Get off my camera. Anyway, so ripple effect. We have a missing child here in the UK. And we're going to take a quick look because this is the tragedy of ripple effects, okay? And this is what we've got. So we have got a situation where a little boy, Zylo Maratziva, has gone missing. And he falls into some water, and the family, his actual family, reaches out to Peter Falding and begs him, says, look, we want you to come. So an expert diver who was involved in the search for Nicola Bulley last year says police are refusing to let him help look for a 2-year-old boy missing in a river, despite being asked by the family to do so. Peter Falding, 61, said he was called in by relatives of Zylo. If I'm not pronouncing that right, I do apologise, Zilo, who has still not been found a week after he fell into the River Soar. The diver previously led the private search for 45-year-old Nicola, and after she disappeared while walking her dog in St Michael's on Wyre, Lancashire, on January 27th last year. But according to Zylo's grandmother, Kayella Smith, Leicestershire police have refused to help. And Peter says his efforts to assist have been ignored. Little Zylo is still missing after he fell into the river in Alston, Leicestershire. Leicester, last Sunday. His dad jumped in and desperately tried to save him before the toddler was swept away in a swollen river. Peter, who runs a specialist group international, SGI, said the request came in from the family on February the 21st. He pleaded with me to help them search. I said I'd do it free of charge. My team is ready to roll straight away. We've got the best equipment in the world, and I've got an untarnished reputation for finding 10 drowning victims per year. We are not an amateur team, but we've been ignored by police. Now, eventually, Peter would be allowed to to join the search. He joined it, and it was after the family had to fucking plead for them to let Peter do it. So it just seems that what's happening here in this situation is that a young child's life and the thoughts and wishes of a family were put on the back burner again, seemingly because of law enforcement's feelings towards Peter Folding. And if you take Peter Folding's own omissions into perspective or into consideration, it would mean that Peter Folding done his job, and he done his job well and to the best of his ability, and yet law enforcement are seemingly still not allowing him to get involved in something that could be the life and death difference in a missing child situation, and that itself criminal. Now, here we are. We're going now because the even more tragic thing is this little boy still has not been found. We're still at a point here, almost a month on. Let's get rid of these. Where they're still looking for him. Police and rescue experts will continue the search for the missing 2-year-old Xylo. Officers from all over the country have been involved in the hunt so far, but no trace of the toddler has been found yet. The 2-year-old had been walking around the towpath of the River Saw in Marsden Lane in Leicester's Ayleston with his family on Sunday, February the 18th, almost 1 month ago, when he fell into the water. A man who jumped in to try and rescue Xylo had to be taken to hospital as the urgent police search began that evening. So again, we're at a situation where this poor little boy has not been found. We don't know whether the decisions and things that were that happened in the early stages of this impacted it. But there should be lessons learned here, that despite what your personal feelings are on a situation, you do the right thing. You absolutely always do the right thing. You have to put your personal feelings aside and consider what needs to be done and fucking do it. Do you know what I mean? There's too much of this. There's too much of where people are put at risk, at danger, because the personal feelings of people. What did Peter Folding actually do wrong in the Nicola Bulley case? What did he do wrong? You could argue that what he did wrong was not go public earlier with what he's claiming he did, and that is that he entered the water, and within 30 minutes he found what he was looking for, albeit Nicola. He made a decision, it would seem, to go along with law enforcement and hide that fact and let this situation draw out, and even in that situation cause more pain, hurt, anguish over a period of time. And while all this is going on, the rumour mill growing exponentially, and that wasn't his fault. Well, it was in the fact that he made a decision not to do the right thing, but what was he supposed to do? Go against what law enforcement wanted? And it would appear that even though he did what he did and seemingly did it to protect them and their reputation, they then threw him under the bus anyway, and it's, again, we're having these ripple effects. Let me know down below what you think. I do hope they find this little boy, but we're a month down the line and it ain't looking good. Let me know down below. I'll catch you all tomorrow.